quick play here. And the jumper almost in as it is rebounded by Leva. Leva now charges down the court. And it is recovered by Lazaria Williams.
Maya Leva for 3. That is her 5th point of the night. It's Kofa inbounds.
Now Kofa trying to make something happen there, but... And Lazaria Williams now charging down the court. 3-point attempt is good. Michaela Tensley with the 3-pointer.
And we will get our first timeout. We got the pleasure of being able to mic up head coach for Buckeye, Regina Early. So we're going to go down to her timeout and see what she has to say. That was head coach Regina Early. Also like to thank her again for letting us get the microphone on her.
And now we return to action here as... All right. Now Kofa looks at inbound, and that pass went Ari, as the Hawks will retain possession. Now the inbound over to Escarcega. Levish attempts to shoot for 3, and
there it is.
Good. The bounce, the lucky bounce for Amaya Leva, and a tip pass, and Kofa will have possession yet again.
Good pressing defense by there for the Buckeyes. Buckeye.
2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. 2 minutes.
As you just heard from the PA announcer, 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Now this is looking like a pretty close game so far, as the Hawks were down earlier, but now they are up 15-7 as the first quarter rapidly comes to a close. And an overhead pass. There's a big scuffle there, as she was just out of bounds.
Looks like the Hawks have possession after it was fought for right there on the goal line.
Scarcega now. Right ball move as he tried the inside pass. And Kofa now misses the easy layup there. And the Hawks rebound as they charge down the court. The overhead pass. Levis shoots for 3. Won't go. Rebound and a foul. That was Kia Gomez. That was fouled as she almost made it.
We'll see some 2 free throws. Sammy, you had mentioned to me before the game that Kofa had to travel 2 hours to come to a game.
Well, Yuma is on the border of California and Mexico. That was a pretty long trip they had to make, but we'll see tonight if it was all worth it. And as I mentioned before, Kofa is on a 3-game losing streak. They are looking to get back into contention with a win here tonight. As the first free throw is no good, as she will try to shoot one more.
Hawks are 0 for 3 tonight on their free throws. Some crucial points they're missing out on. Here's the second from the stripe.
Second free throw is missed. And as you just heard, it is louder than a Taylor Swift concert in here with all the pounding. But it is a good game so far, so I can't blame them. Kofa now attempts to end a steal as the Hawks look to increase their lead. Levis shoots for 3. Won't go. And the rebound there by Michaela Tensley. As Escarcega now passes it back.
There's Leva.
Leva now back to Escarcega. Leva with the jumper. And it's good.
Nice.
Leva has been absolutely dominant for this team all season with an average of 16.7 points per game. And another steal as the Hawks will coast to an easy 2 points with 1 minute left to go in the first quarter and a timeout's been called.
We are going to go back down to Regina Early for the timeout.
Yes. We need to work that Tyrion. Tyrion needs to attack. You got the progress up there. She's back in the ball. She's got to attack. This one there, right? Because she's coming out. The next one carrying her is like, put a man on this side. Oh, no. I need you to attack. Hey, when you come off, I want you to go to the right side. When you come off, okay. The other side. When you go, if you don't have it, you kick it to the corner. Be ready for your shot. Hey, do not get beat back. Hey, do not get beat back. Let's go. You guys still need to pick it up. You still need to pick it up right now. Here we go. Defense. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
And that's the end of the break, as we just saw the Hawks get a steal. And quickly, Kiara Avila Escarcega with the quick bucket and the layup. Also, we saw Maya Leva get her 10th point of the night for the first player to get into double digits. And I'm not surprised by that, Sammy.
She has been very dominant for this team tonight and all season. She is a key piece in this rotation, and she is one of the key factors in making this team special. As another attempted steal as Kofa got lucky there.
Yeah, it looks like Kofa's just been kind of a little bit nervous with the ball. They've kind of been throwing it around, throwing it away. See if they can get their act together here with a minute left.
You can't be making these mistakes with the turnovers, as Buckeye has been absolutely dominant by scoring off the turnovers. As now,
Another
as
steal.
I was saying, as Leva makes it 12 points, as the Hawks lead 21-7 with 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter. And the foul.
What happened, Sammy? Just a few minutes ago, it was a close game. Hawks were down, and now the Hawks have nearly tripled the Bucks score.
The Hawks, it looks like the Hawks have found their groove. And if they can keep this up, they've got a real good chance of winning this game tonight and making it 8 straight wins. As there's the inbound pass, as Kofa looks to try and put some points on the board here. And an overhead pass as Kofa turns it over yet again. Lazaria Williams will inbound for Buckeye. She passes it back to Escarcega. Sakosa Leva with a 3. And that's good! 15 points for Amaya Leva, tonight. An absolute machine. As Kofa's more backed up than the I-10 highway not too far from here as they try to, and that is the end of the first quarter as the Hawks lead 24-7. We will be right back after this short commercial break. Don't go anywhere with us, or don't go anywhere, stay with us. Welcome back to this live broadcast of the Varsity Sports Show. My name is Sammy Kaloff along with Nesh there. And if you're just now tuning in, you picked a great time to tune in as the Hawks are trying to extend their lead here in the second quarter as they get 2 points right off the bat, making it 26-7. And the Hawks try, and another steal as Escarcega puts it up for 4 points right off the bat in the second quarter. Nash, what is going on here with this Kofa team here tonight?
Yeah, this Kofa team right now is shooting themselves in the foot. They really got to lower the steals. The steals have probably led to half the points that the Hawks have currently. So
And
hopefully in this
another
quarter.
steal as it is picked up by Escarcega. She passes over to Leva, almost out of bounds, and the foul is called, as that was Isabel Ramirez that attempted the N1.
Shooting foul on Kofa, number 13, Amani Montiel, first, second, team first. At the line, shooting 2 for your ball.
As Isabel will shoot 2.
Isabel Ramirez averaging 11.2 points per game. She's one of the top scorers on the team. Along with that, 9.5 rebounds, just a hair under 10, as she is the leading rebound board getter for this Buckeye team.
Isabel also leads the team in blocks per game with an average of 2.2. She has the most rebounds for the Buckeye Hawks this season with 169, as that's going to be a jump ball.
Jump ball. Kofa basket.
As I was saying before, Isabel Ramirez leads this team in rebounds this season with 169 and a total of 42 blocks this season.
Yeah, the senior has really been a big role in that 7-win run for this Hawk team.
And another steal for the Hawks. And back-to-back turnovers, as that is picked up by Chantal Montiel. Montiel attempts to drive. Tries the inside pass, so the foul's called.
Foul on the floor on the Hawks, number 3, Amaya Leva, first, second, team first.
Amaya Leva's second foul of the game, as Kofa retains possession.
The inbound pass now over to Chantal Montiel. Montiel drives, won't go, as it is recovered by Isabel Ramirez. And an attempted pass. The Hawks got lucky there as Leva tries to drive. The 3-point attempt, no good. Ramirez tries to rebound, and Kofa recovers.
Good board there by Irene Martinez. She has 5 points in this game.
Montiel tries to make something happen again, but it won't go as the Hawks turn it right back over. And the 3-point attempt's no good. The jumper's no good either, as the Hawks finally have control.
Martinez tried to get a steal and a quick jumper off there from 3, but could not connect.
Oh, and that's good. Leva with a very tricky pass there.
And there's Martinez.
And the Kings with an easy layup. Irene Martinez puts in the quick 2 points for the Kofa Kings. As the Hawks now look to get back on track here, as that's a quick drive and almost 2 points for. And now the Kings. Quarterback pass now. And another layup for Irene Martinez.
Martinez has 4 points here in the last, 30 seconds?
It's an absolutely dominant run so far, but we'll see if the Hawks can keep extending this lead, as it is now 32-11, as they almost made it 35-11 as Kofa recovers.
And it looks like we're going to see another foul on the Buckeye. And we're getting some more substitutions for this Kofa and Buckeye team, as Gabrielle Dominguez comes in for Kofa, as well as, I didn't catch the last person, I think it was Marissa Baker.
Some much needed substitutions there for the Kofa Kings. We'll see if it'll help them get back in this game. As the inbound pass, tricky pass there as the Hawks recover, and that layup won't go, and the Hawks retain possession. Escarcega now in the backcourt, tries to drive, being double teamed, and a traveling call.
Turnover there. Kofa's going to need a new run. They're down 21 points here with 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Looking to make some magic happen in the dwindling moments of this first half.
It is absolutely crucial that Kofa gets some points on the board here, as plays like that won't help.
And they turn it over again.
And now Escarcega puts it up, and
Whoa.
that goes in.
The rim was her friend there.
Let me ask you, is this being directed by Steven Spielberg? Because this team is taking some huge bites out of Kofa's roster as the rebound is recovered, and that won't go. The jumper from Escarcega is no good either as Kofa rebounds. Now the double team, and that'll be a jump ball.
Sammy, I'm loving the references tonight.
I'm
Would you-
always
would
on
you-
top of the references. Every game is, you try to come up with something new every time. You'll see what sticks, I guess.
I guess so.
And Buckeye inbounds. Escarcega, another three-point attempt. No good. Kofa tries to,
Kofa basketball.
and Kofa now regains control of the basketball as there's a little bit of
Yeah,
some
Alexis
trouble there.
Barbosa was looking to get the recovery there, and it worked out in her way anyway as Kofa gets the possession after a tip off of Buckeye.
Montiel inbounds, and it, almost off the bat, a turnover as Alexis Barbosa tries to make something happen for the Kings. And the jumper now is good. Isabella Torres with the jumper,
It's her first points of the night.
putting the Kings within 21 with 4 minutes left to go in the second quarter
Kofa basketball.
as the Hawks turn it over again.
We're going to see the top score getter for the Kofa team come in. Well, we have a timeout here.
And a timeout has been called here. We'll go to the mic.
Floppy. Hey, make sure before you ball that they listen. Okay? Take care of the ball. Hey, you're not walking the ball up. I want it to go. Okay, when that's your turn, you guys need to go. Go. Okay? Yes, take your time. Grab the ball, see where you're at. Don't get beat back. Pick up our defense. Let's go. Defense, ready, 1, 2, 3. Hey, how's that?
Well, Sammy, you're able to hear head coach for Buckeye, Regina Early, she is keeping up with the press. They are still fighting.
Regina Early means business here tonight by any means necessary to extend this winning streak as Kofa inbounds. As it is backed up there, as Kofa nearly lost control of the basketball. As Kofa charges up the court, Chantal Montiel tries to pass it. There's going to be another foul call.
Foul on the floor on the Hawks, number 24.
Yeah, Sammy, the press has been intense tonight for this Buckeye team. Kofa cannot seem to keep up with it and get the ball inbound past their own half-court line. It's been a struggle so far.
Montiel will shoot for two. First attempt was no good as she tries to convert one more point. Both free throw attempts are no good as it is recovered by Isabel Ramirez. Michaela Tinsley now passes it back to Ramirez. Over to Leva. Three-pointer won't go. Excuse me, that was Escarcega that attempted the three-point shot, but that was no good.
It looked good from up here, but it seemed to just a little bit too much pressure, too much power in that as it goes off the back of the rim as Kofa gets possession of the ball here.
Montiel inbounds for Kofa as there's a bounce pass and 2 points right off the bat. Another crucial mistake from Kofa here tonight. And I'll tell you, Nash, you can't let the Hawks score off these turnovers because that has been a key factor into putting so many points on the board here tonight. As the Hawks charge now, for that layup won't go. So there's a quarterback pass over to Chantal Montiel, and that'll be another jump ball call.
Another scramble for the ball. These long passes aren't working for Kofa, to be frank, completely so far.
Correction, Kofa's basketball.
And now Amani Montiel will Excuse me, no inbound there. Alexis Barbosa will inbound for Kofa. Passes it back to Amani Montiel as she tries to charge up the court here. And she loses the ball, but Kofa will retain possession. Barbosa with a bounce pass back to Montiel. As Montiel drives, layup won't go, as that's recovered by Ramirez. Chest pass, and that layup won't go.
In and out of the hoop there.
Torres recovers it for Kofa. As Montiel drives, that layup won't go either, and that'll be Hawks ball.
Good effort there by Dominguez to try to get the possession, but goes right off her fingertips and out of bounds, and Buckeyes have the ball. Buckeye has the ball, excuse me.
As you just heard, Sonia Lawson is coming in for the Hawks as they make some quick substitutions. Now the inside pass is good. Kia Gomez gets her first 2 points of the night. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the second quarter. The current score is 38-13 as we are winding down quickly into halftime as a foul is called.
Foul on the floor on the Hawks, number 24, Kyle Gomez. Their second, T. Gibb. And the line shooting 2 for Kofa. Number 2.
Irene Martinez will shoot 2 for Kofa. First free throw attempt is good as she looks to convert those 2 points.
Returning for your boss, number 2, Kira Avila.
Hawks making more quick substitutions there during these free throw attempts.
Free throw violation. Something
Free
you don't
throw
see that often anymore, Sammy.
Man, you are right there. 38-14, the current score with 2 minutes left to go before halftime as the Hawks look to make some quick points before halftime. The jumper is good. That was Michaela Tensley with the jumper as Kofa now tries to recover it, and it looks like that'll be another jump ball called.
Jump ball, Hawks ball.
Yeah, there's just another deep throw that just hasn't been working for Kofa tonight.
The Hawks have done a great job at taking advantage of those risky plays. That's been making them run away with this game tonight. Now, another pass now to Leva. Over to Tensley. The three-point attempt won't go. The lucky bounce almost worked in their favor as Kofa will retain possession.
Minute 44 here left in the first half. Score is 40-14 in favor of the home team Buckeye Hawks.
Irene Martinez now charges down the court with the floater. Floater won't go. The rebound by Leva as she'll end another turn. A huge breakthrough there as lots of exciting action happening here tonight as the foul is called.
It's kind of hard to keep up with what's been going on. Just
Irene
back and forth, scrambles for the ball.
Irene Martinez will shoot for 2.
We've talked about Irene Martinez already tonight. She's averaging 10.3 a game, and she just got her 11th point of the night.
She is the leading scorer for the Kofa Kings tonight, and Maya Leva is currently leading the team tonight with 15 points. As the first free throw attempt was good, and the second won't go. And there's the bounce pass. Almost a off the foot there, as it'll be another jump ball. or no jump ball call as Kofa will just inbound. Quarterback pass is successful as she's backed up there. And another turnover. And the jumper won't go. That was Leva that tried to get 2 more points for herself.
Yeah, this Buckeye press in the backcourt has been very impressive this far, Sammy.
The defense has done a great job at locking down the Kofa Kings here tonight, and that's been one of their main factors for success this season. As Escarcega now with the floater, won't go. And a good 2 points. That was Zenaida Woodruff that got her first 2 points of the night. As Kofa now looks to try and put up some points as we got 40 seconds left to go, and the end one by Cadence McCaffey.
Shooting foul on the Hawks, number 10, Sonia Lawson, her first, team fifth. At the line, shooting one, number 13,
Amani Montiel will shoot for 2 as the Kings look to get some quick points before halftime. First free throw attempt is no good as it looks like a foul's been called. Hawks will inbound yet again. That will be Escarcega that will inbound. 40 seconds left to go in the second quarter as they roll the ball to stop the clock for a little bit. Escarcega passes it over to Woodruff. Woodruff being double teamed and a foul.
shooting foul on Kofa, number 23, Marissa Baker, her first, team second.
Baker with her first foul tonight, and at the line will be Zenaida Woodruff. First free throw attempt is no good as she will attempt to shoot for 1 more point. Second free throw attempt is good as she went 1 for 2 there. Kofa will inbound, and there's the quarterback pass, and very risky play there as Kofa turns it over yet again. Bounce pass to Tensley. She passes it back to Escarcega. Escarcega chewing some clock there. Hurdles a pass to Tensley. And the jumper is good. Correa Avila Escarcega with the jumper. As with 1 second left, the buzzer beater attempt is no good. And ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this first half of basketball. Your current score is 45-17 as the Hawks are completely dominating the Kofa Kings tonight. But for now, let's take you down to the sideline where our own Nash Dara will be interviewing Regina Early about this first half of basketball. All right, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, a little bit like.
Here, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Welcome back to this live broadcast of the Varsity Sports Show. I'm Sammy Kaloff alongside Nash Dara. And if you're just now tuning in, you just picked a great time because we are in for an amazing second half of basketball. Current score is 45-17 Hawks. And Nash, you know, I just found out that Hawks eat rodents. The Kofa in this game tonight are the rodents, and the Hawks have been eating so many rodents as of now, as they are absolutely dominating this game as we are just now entering the second half.
Yeah, it's been a little bit lopsided here. Amaya Leva has 15 points for this Buckeye team, and then on the other side with 11 points is number 2 Irene Martinez. They both have been very dominant for their teams tonight. I think one of the big problems for Kofa was the turnovers the first half. A lot's going to have to change if they want to cut into this deficit here in the second half.
Buckeye has been absolutely amazing this season when it comes to capitalizing off the turnovers, and that is probably the main reason why they are dominating this game as Buckeye inbounds to start the second half. Leva shoots for 3, and three-point attempt is no good as Ramirez almost recovered it, and Kofa rebounds it. Montiel now tries to make something happen for Kofa, and a foul. That is on Korea Avila Escarcega.
Get some free throws here from number 13 on the Kofa team.
Excuse me, the foul was on Isabel Ramirez as Kofa will shoot for 2.
The junior Amani Montiel is averaging 9.3 points a game, 3.2 assists, with also a high 5.8 rebounds. She's a junior.
Very dominant this season tonight for Kofa. No good as Buckeye capitalizes. Buckeye now charging down the court. Great ball movement there. Passing it back and forth. Leva back to Escarcega. Tensley. Back to Tensley. Tensley with the jumper. And no good. As Kofa looks to try and get some quick points on the board. Kofa now almost loses possession. And they just lost possession. No, they didn't. And the pass went Ari as Buckeye once again regains control of the ball.
Yeah, I had the pleasure to talk to head coach for Buckeye, Regina, early at the half, and I asked her about the turnovers and the press they've had, and she hopes to continue with it. The turnovers have been an important part of this game, Sammy. It's led to a lot of points for this Buckeye team, and it's probably the main factor on why they're winning.
We've said this many times before, but turnovers are the key here to a win to the Hawks, looking to make it 8 straight wins. And now Kofa now with the jumper. Jumper's no good. As Irene Martinez looks to try and put it back for Kofa. Isabel Torres passes it inside as the shot is blocked. Over to Leva. Almost gets the reverse layup to go as Kofa once again controls it. And it looks like it's going to be another jump ball call. I'll tell you, we've had some great exchanges in this game so far. Many jump ball calls, many foul calls. I mean, it's been pretty exciting to watch here, Nash.
It has been, very much so. A lot of action.
Amani Montiel now looks to drive as she loses possession of the ball as a foul is called. As Irene Martinez got mixed up there.
I think what's been interesting about this game this far, Sammy, there's been the ball when people are around the ball, it's just as important as they are off the ball. With the steals and what's been going on, the scrambles for the balls, even if you're not near it, you're a big part of your possession.
As the old saying goes, offense wins you games, but defense wins you championships. As Buckeye turns it over again, as Irene Martinez recovers it, and another foul is called. Back-to-back fouls for Irene Martinez in the span of 10 seconds.
It's her third foul of the game.
No, I believe it's her second. And now Kofa inbounds it. Looking to try and score some quick points here as she loses the ball, and Kofa once again turns it over. The Kings have not scored in the third quarter so far, as the score was 45-17 at halftime, but the Hawks have only scored 2 points so far, as we are about 6 minutes left to go. And now the Hawks regain control of the ball as they charge down the court. Layup won't go, as Kofa's backed up there. And a great exchange there, getting Kofa out of that jam. Irene Martinez now, the bounce pass, and a three-point attempt is an air ball. As Isabel Ramirez almost gets it to go. So close there. As a foul is another foul has been called.
Yeah, Ramirez tried to take it all the way down court after that rebound. She's the highest rebound getter for this Buckeye team, as well as having 11.2 points per game.
Ramirez leads this team in rebounds with an average of 8.9. Very dominant for this Hawks team this season. As Kofa now, down by 30, looks to try and make something happen here. As Kofa once again loses possession, but another jump ball will be, and no jump ball there, because the Hawks will once again inbound. Scarcega inbounds it to Leva.
Just a shade under 5 minutes left in this game. In this quarter. Kofa's got to make some magic happen to start cutting into this deficit.
Tinsley and Gomez going back and forth here as Leva gets it back. As Scarcega now controlling the play here with the spin move. And the floater's no good as Kofa recovers. And an overhead pass was almost successful as Kofa makes two substitutions now.
Get some substitutions here for Kofa. Buckeye ball.
Escarcega inbounds it back to Leva. Escarcega now controlling the ball. That's pass now. And almost a turnover, and the Hawks got lucky there as they will retain possession.
Coach Tim Morrison talking to his team across the court, trying to get some messages sent.
And now it pass inside the paint, and that won't go either as Kofa once again controls the ball, and they almost turn it over as she's being triple teamed, and the Hawks regain control, and no and one as a foul was called on Buckeye.
Some good passing there from Buckeye from the Hawks. Just couldn't capitalize and get the bucket.
And a bounce pass and a three-point attempt. No good.
Right off the front of the rim.
Irene Martinez with the rebound. And a floater there is no good as she's fouled. I'm telling you, the Hawks are now going from 3-10 to Yuma as they are still dominating this game tonight as they are up by 30 with 3 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the third quarter. First free throw attempt is good for Irene Martinez.
It's the first point for this Kofa team for this half.
Irene Martinez now has 12 points for the Kofa Kings tonight.
Kofa, number 2, Irene Martinez.
Second free throw attempt is no good as she only converts 1 point.
Free throw violation. Hawks ball.
Now Kia Gomez inbounds for Buckeye. Passing it back to Gomez. And an inbound to Tinsley. Inside the paint and risky play there as Martinez steps out of bounds and the Hawks regain control.
Great effort there by Martinez to really dive in there and get the steal, but unfortunately, her foot went out of bounds.
She was being double teamed there, and great effort by her trying to get out of that jam. And a 3-point attempt is no good as Irene Martinez gets another rebound. Another pass there to Isabella Torres. As Torres now tries to score some more points for the Kofa Kings in this third quarter. And the Hawks will once again have possession of the ball.
Yeah, it looks like she dribbled it off her foot and it goes out of bounds as the Buckeye Hawks have the ball.
And Oscar Sagan now, tricky pass over to Gomez as she puts it in. Hawks are now up 49-18 with 2 minutes and 37 seconds left to go, and Kofa turns it over again as Escarcega hits the and one.
Great play by Escarcega. Get the steal, drive in for the bucket, and get the foul. As we'll get some substitutions here as Carson Jones comes in for this Buckeye team. That's the first we've heard of her name tonight.
She's coming in for from Zenaida Woodruff. Escarcega now looks to convert the 3 points.
Be her 15th point of the night.
And it's good. As you just heard the sound effect from Mario's one-up, I mean, you might as well give the Buckeyes many one-ups because they are still dominating this game. As a tip pass, and Kofa almost recovers it. As Amani Montiel tries to get out of the jam, and she threw it up, and it was no good.
Yeah, good rebound there by Barbosa. Then the quick shot, unfortunately, could not connect as Buckeye balls.
Almost a great recovery from Kofa, but unfortunately, no cigar for them. Buckeye now looks to score some quick points with the jumper off the rim, and it's no good as Carson Jones now passes it inside as Gomez is fouled.
Some tough play down in the paint.
Kia Gomez will shoot 2 for Buckeye. First free throw attempt is good for Kia Gomez.
Substitution for Kofa. We just mentioned Carson Jones' name, and right off the bat, she's making an impact with a rebound, a pass, leads to some free throws for her teammate.
Michelle Noriega and Irene Martinez come back in for Kofa. Second free throw attempt is good for Gomez. Another one-up. Martinez drives. She passes it back. And a tip pass there. Almost a great play.
Good play by Tinsley, yeah. Good effort just to dive out of the ball.
Almost a great play by Michaela Tinsley. And a timeout has been called.
Well, we were having some troubles with the coach's mic, so we're going to stay up here with us. It sounded a little bit muffly. Couldn't figure it out, but yeah, Sammy, it's been a fast third quarter. We have a minute timeout here. What are you liking from this Kofa team and the Buckeye team? What do you think's been the difference?
Well, here's the thing. The Kofa has only scored 1 point in this third quarter so far. The score was 45-17 at halftime. It is now 54-18 with not too much time left in the third quarter.
Yeah, last time we had mentioned this earlier, but last time these two plays on January 4th, the final score is 58-20. So it's pretty much almost the same score right here with one entire quarter to go into.
These two games are really parallel in terms of the score, but the Hawks are, I mean, they've ensured a very dominant game here tonight.
Yeah, it's that Hawk team really knows how to press and play some defense. They have just been not letting Kofa get any sort of breathing room for this game so far.
I was on the call for the boys varsity team on Monday, and what I can tell here is that these two teams have a clear resemblance when it comes to defense, scoring off these turnovers, forcing them, and just capitalizing in general as Kofa inbounds with 1 minute and 37 seconds left in the third quarter. The three-pointer is no good as Escarcega almost had a rebound. Martinez drives, but is backed up by Gomez. Alexis Barbosa loses control of the ball, and the Hawks get lucky again.
Yep, good effort there. Just couldn't connect on the passes. The ball goes out of bounds off of number 11 on this Kofa team, Alexis Barbosa.
I wonder if they have lucky charms every day because they've been getting lucky and luckier after each attempt.
Yes, they have. But they've been putting in a ton of effort in for getting those steals and turnovers.
Now, there's a pass there to Tinsley, but another turnover has been made as Martinez recovers the ball. Martinez looks to put something on the board for Kofa. Lazario Williams loses the ball, but Kofa will retain possession.
Just under a minute to go here in the third quarter. 54-18 is our score.
Barbosa inbounds it. Turns it around, and that layup's no good. Amani Montiel couldn't get it to go. As a quick pass is made, back to Gomez, as she's tied up there, but still converts the 2 points. 56-18 with 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter. As Barbosa drives and puts it in. 20 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. As the Buckeye looks to put in some last-minute points. And a rebound. Missed again. Gomez shoots it. Would have been a tremendous play there, but it is recovered. 1 second left. As they will not attempt the buzzer beater. As the third quarter comes to an end, folks, the current score is 56-20 as we enter the final quarter of this game. And we will also be taking a quick break, so don't go anywhere. Stay with us as we enter fourth quarter of basketball.
We are back here at Buckeye Union High School here in the beautiful Buckeye, Arizona, where the score is the Buckeye Hawks 56 to the Kofa Kings 20 with 8 minutes left to play in this game. It's been an interesting game so far. It might not show in the score, but it's been exciting to watch, Sammy.
It has been an absolute landslide for these Buckeye Hawks here tonight as they look to extend their winning streak from 7 to 8. And it sure looks like a real possibility here as that layup won't go.
Might I add, this would also put them to 9-0 this year for their section.
This is a very crucial game for both teams here tonight as this is a section play as Buckeye currently leads first place in their division, while Kofa sits in 5th place. And now Kofa looks to have a fighting chance here. Off the backboard and in
Good
for
shot.
Irene Martinez.
Irene Martinez with 15 points tonight. She's had more than half their team's points.
She might, and the bounce pass there went Ari as another jump ball will be made.
What were you going to add there, Sammy?
I was going to add that Irene Martinez is one of Kofa's last glimmering hopes if they want to win this game tonight.
Getting some substitutions here with 7 minutes left. 1 minute into the fourth quarter. Buckeye
Lily
ball.
Thomas comes in for Buckeye. And an inbound pass and
Nice
Ramirez.
pass. Great pass right in front of the bucket there.
Brilliant pass there to Isabel Ramirez, who puts it in for the 2 points. It makes it 60-23 with 7 minutes left to go in the game. And now there's a floater there and an easy 2 points. Montiel scored those 2 points for Kofa. Inside pass is good as Isabel Ramirez once again scores for Buckeye.
That's her 10th point, and she is also in double digits here with her fellow teammate, number 3, Amaya Lieva.
And a steal is almost made there as Kofa's backed up here, trying to charge down the court. And Kofa looking to make something happen here as that pass is intercepted. There's the backed up, just back up there. Amaya Lieva now puts the Hawks within 40 points. It's a 40-point deficit for Kofa. This is not great news. Now Montiel loses the ball, but is fouled. I'll tell you, Nash, that trip, almost 126 miles from here from Yuma, has not been worth it so far for this team.
It is not. There's still a lot you can take away from the game, but it's just this Buckeye team has been dominant. They're the best team in their section. They're for the 5A Central Valley, and they've shown it tonight against this team.
Kofa will inbound now with 5 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Inbounds it to Irene, who shoots for 3. No good. As a rebound is made. Another three-point attempt is no good as Buckeye rebounds. A risky pass is almost intercepted as Buckeye quickly recovers, and she's fouled. Almost an and one. Amaya Leva will shoot for 2.
Hard foul there, but yep, she gets her two shots to add for her 17-point night.
Amaya Leva leads this team in points per game, and tonight is no different for her as she has been on a scoring spree. First free throw attempt is no good as Cadence McCaffey comes in.
Looks to hit the second one to be 1-1.
Isabel Ramirez.
Excuse me, 1-2.
Second free throw attempt is good.
Returning for Kofa, number 13, Amani Montiel. Number 11,
This Buckeye team really has a lot to look forward to this year coming the next few months for playoff time. I really think they're going to do a lot, and they've shown it tonight here, Sammy.
If I were Regina early, I would be very excited about the future of this team. Not too many games left, and it looks like they will make the playoffs as this team will coast to 8 wins. 8 straight wins, might I add.
Yeah. It'll boost them to 15-7 on the year, 9-0 in their section. They've been dominant all year.
And up and the and one. Amaya Montiel with a brilliant and one with the finger roll, resembling Steph Curry.
Kofa, number 2, Irene Martinez. Shooting 1 on the line for Kofa, number 13, Amani Montiel.
Amani Montiel will shoot 2. Or not one, sorry, but the free throw attempt wasn't good. As Buckeye turns it over, as Montiel regains possession as she drives and is fouled. Great scuffle there from both teams. I mean, it's really been a back and forth game here, even though the scoreboard won't tell you that. That's what I think. Martinez with another three-point attempt. No good. Martinez grabs her own rebound. Couldn't get that one to go either. As
Yeah.
Kofa will retain possession yet again.
Yeah, might I add, I had talked about this previously, but there's just been a lot of like off the ball play, a lot of loose balls that have just seemed to go to Buckeyes' way the entire night. And I think if this Kofa team gets at least half of those, it's a completely different score.
It has totally worked out in their favor here tonight, as it looks like Buckeye is running away with this game with 2 minutes left to go. Now pass, and the three-point attempt's no good, as it is recovered by Cadence McAfee. And now a drive off the backboard, no good, as Kofa gets the rebound, and a travel has been called, as the Buckeye Hawks will once again control the ball.
Get another substitution as Carson Jones comes back in.
Carson Jones immediately almost had possession, and the ball is saved, but Kofa recovers. And another foul.
Great effort down low by number 13 on that Buckeye team, Cadence McAfee, to keep the ball in and play.
It's all about the hustle there, even though it didn't work out in their favor. You got to respect it there.
Closing in on a minute left to play in this sectional matchup.
Isabella Torres looking to do something for Kofa, and the travel has been called on her, as Buckeye will once again control the ball with 1 minute left to go in this game. Your score 65-27. Buckeye, and a turnover as Kofa with the easy layup, making it 65-29 with 45 seconds left to play. Buckeye looks to get some last-minute points here as she passes it to Carson Jones, and a tip pass, and Kofa retains. Chantal Montiel rebounds or inbounds for Kofa with 30 seconds left to play as she throws it up, and it's no good. And a rebound by Carson Jones. And a foul is called on Carson Jones as Kofa will once again control the ball. 26 seconds left to play here, folks. Your score 65-29, as we have seen an amazing game of basketball here tonight. And unfortunately, it is coming to a close shortly. Well, the refs are discussing who the foul is on, as Kofa will inbound. Chantal Montiel will do the favors for Kofa. Pass it back to Torres. Torres looks to drive. The floater is no good, as she doesn't get the N1. Chantal Montiel will score some last-minute points for Kofa.
Number 3, Chantal Montiel.
First free throw attempt is good for Chantal Montiel as she makes the score 65-30 with 18 and a half seconds left to play. Montiel converts those 2 points as she makes it 65-31 with 17 seconds left now, as Buckeye looks to score some last-minute points. The finishing touches. Jumper's no good as she get the rebound. That won't go either, as she's blocked, and Carson Jones to the rebound, and there will be a jump ball with 4 seconds left to play. And Carson Jones doesn't get the rebound as Kofa looks to seal this game with a buzzer, and that won't go. Ladies and gentlemen, that was your varsity girls basketball game for tonight here in Varsity Sports Show as the Buckeye Hawks extend their winning streak to 8 straight wins, defeating the Kofa Kings 65-31. It was an amazing game of basketball here tonight as the Buckeye Hawks have a lot to look forward to during these next few games as we are rapidly approaching the end of the season. And let me tell you, if I were Regina early, I would be very excited about what's to come for this team here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, that was your live broadcast for Varsity Sports. My name is Sammy Kalub. That was Nash Dara. And tonight we say, so long, everybody.